Prodigal Steve returns to the darkest dungeon. How's it going, everybody? Last week, we handled the prophet fight. Managed to get through that. No real issues that I can recall off the top of my head. This week, we're gonna head out to the ruins with a pseudo-mark party. And basically, what we're doing here is giving a lot of our level 6s a week off. They've certainly earned it. 2 boss runs right in a row, back to back, has been taxing on some of our, more experienced heroes. So I think by and large, they could stand to have some time off. So I went ahead and spent 16,000 gold, something like that, to unlock Dismas's equipment, upgrade his skills fully, and then give him some camping skills after he was revived from the dead weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Maybe more than an in-game year ago since we've last used him or seen him. When did he actually die? Does it still show us in the graveyard? It does not. Okay, well, I didn't necessarily expect it to, but it would have been nice. Either way, we're going to head out and do a medium mission to the ruins. It is gather 3 holy relics, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't necessarily want to do a long mission with a level 3 Vestal. So I think that this is going to be fine. Plus, the trinket from the level 3 mission is actually substantially better than the trinket from the... Or I guess the trinket from the medium mission is better than the trinket from the long mission, is the way that I would rather phrase that. As soon as his bark goes away, we can talk about trinkets here. Legendary Bracer and Ancestor's Pen here on our Bounty Hunter to get as much damage as possible out of him. Houndmaster is running the usual, or I guess now old-fashioned almost, Cudgel Weight and Protective Collar. Going to be doing some stunning, some marking, and guarding as necessary. Hound's Rush isn't super useful in the ruins just because everything there is resistant to bleed, basically. Dismas is going to be possibly problematic because he's going to be running the Ancestors map and Dismas's head because it seemed fitting. It does, however, come at the cost of 30% additional stress, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that. May have to switch skills out here on McDowell and get him to do some stress relief, but we can play that one by ear. And then Bricks, our Vestal in the back, running Tome of Holy Healing and the Sacred Scroll. All 3 of our level 4 heroes here are actually going to level up on this one. Bricks is probably doing one of her last missions with us. I would like to replace Cheney and Huse with a level 3 Antiquarian and a level 3 Jester off the Stagecoach if we can swing it, because I would like to get a level 6 Antiquarian at some point, and I would like a second level 6 Jester, but I could be swayed to pick up another Bounty Hunter as well. But if that's the case, we can actually just send Bricks on her way to replace her with a level 3 Bounty Hunter. But either way, it's provision here. Probably get by with 2 stacks of torches. Probably 4 bandages will be sufficient. I'll take a couple of medicinal herbs and a couple of anti-venom just to have them. 2 keys, although I suspect we won't be finding a secret room on this one. 3 shovels just to have them. And then 16 food as is per usual. I think that is everything. Shovels and keys, torches, supply items, food. Okay, everybody has trinkets. Yes, this is the case. Let's embark. I have a little bit of inventory management to worry about moving forward on this one, but shouldn't be the end of the world.
Power in symbols. collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
I already hate this map. Just the brief bit of it that I saw, like this little roundabout here and then all the way over here. We did find one quest location already, and there's no reason to go down this route because we know it couldn't possibly contain a quest item except perhaps in this hallway, and we could always go through to the quest item, collect it, and then backtrack if we absolutely have to. But either way, let's get this initial battle started. 5 to 8, huh? With Grape Shot Blast. Alternatively, we just try that. Yeah, that feels a lot better. 8 to 14. Felt pretty good about getting that kill there. 7 damage crit already. He did resist the stun, which is fantastic. And assuming he hits, it is going to kill, and that is exactly what happened. The busts are probably not going to be with us for long, but we'll hang on to them for now. Take the Holy Relic. You know what? This is medicinal herbs, right? That's not anti-venom. I always think it's going to be anti-venom, and then it never is, so I think we just pass on that. Hope for some scouting here. Not the case. Not the end of the world, but it would have been nice. It's alright. Gonna have a somewhat peaceful stretch here. More heirlooms that are not going to stick around. Very, very likely that they get tossed for something of actual value. Ah, we did find a quest location, and thankfully it is actually on this end of the room. So we're just going to walk in to the hallway, grab it, and then walk back. Alright, so 2 battles in very, very quick succession here. Hopefully not the end of the world. Feel fairly confident in this party's abilities. Although this is slightly disconcerting. I really wish I could figure out why the idle animations aren't playing, but if I'm being honest, it's the least of my concerns considering recent issues with Darkest Dungeon. 76% chance to hit, huh? Well, I don't really want to spread the damage, and he can't actually even hit that unit. So he's going to have to pull him forward. Alright, well, I think we have to try for it. 15 damage is huge there. I really don't think we try a Judgment, though. It's just not worth it. I think we heal the Bounty Hunter instead. Actually do something productive. And this will actually kill as opposed to pull him forward. But it did pull the corpse forward, so I guess that's fine. Don't push him backwards. Not that far backwards. Okay, well, I guess that's going to have to be fine. I really wish that they didn't get multiple attacks in a row, but we are back to using speed-reducing quirks, which is unfortunate. I think we have to attack with the Houndmaster here. Marking doesn't really serve that much purpose since the Bounty Hunter can't hit her all the way in the back. And a 16 damage crit. A little bit of stress relief, always nice. Just go ahead and throw out a party heal. Should top everybody off, and that's exactly what happened. I think we just mark here. And that way both our Houndmaster and our Highwayman will get bonus damage on their next attack. 14 damage is great, plus a little bit of bleed, which is largely irrelevant. You can't stun him, huh? Alright, well, I guess we mark you as well. Just to get that set up, because I knew he was going to move himself forward, so there was no reason to drag him to the front. You actually can't hit him unless you use this. That's honestly fine. You don't get the benefit from the mark damage there, but I'll take it either way. 2 for 2 means very, very little for me regarding that bleed. So we can actually just let that go. I do wish you hadn't moved all the way to the front. 2 for 1. Alright, excellent. We'll take all of that. Return to default order.
Victory nonetheless.
Come in and check out this room battle, shall we? I both love and hate this. We could have used this as an opportunity to heal stress. But obviously we don't have that skill equipped, so instead we're just going to have to work our way through and hope for the best. Despite the fact that there are 2 stress-dealing units here. You're stunned, so you're almost certainly going to die before your action comes up. I think we try a judgment, and it did do 12 damage, which means we could probably get the kill with the pull. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I still feel like I'm severely misusing the bounty hunter. I genuinely expected that we would get to move before it did. Not the end of the world, but a little disappointing. Appreciate that dodge. Go ahead and mark this thing, and then let the bounty hunter take care of it. Speaking of bounty hunter, he could use a little bit of HP. Honestly expected a dodge there. Minus 3% crit. Where in the world did that come from? 29 damage. Alright, stun you, and then the highwayman should be able to sort this last skeleton out. That's exactly what happened. Very pleased with that battle, all things considered. I may be inclined to search this room at some point, but that point is not now. So we're just going to collect what we came for and move forward. Another table that I'm not particularly interested in. Hunger check is absolutely fine at this point. This is a room battle. 76 on our torch. This is a fairly annoying room battle as well. I would like to get rid of the spearman and the noble as soon as possible, but obviously we can only focus one or the other here. So I'm going to choose the spearman. Let's pull him forward. Leaves him with 4 HP. Gambled a little bit there. Clearly did not pay off. Getting a concerning amount of stress on our Houndmaster, rather. Okay. Went from 0 to 20 stress immediately. Alright. I didn't relish that, but it was the only way to kill the spearman while he was guarded, so... I really don't want to leave the noble alive. Alright, I think we attack the noble with our Houndmaster. Let our bounty hunter kill the conscript. And then either the Houndmaster or our highwayman can deal with the noble on the next turn. It's not ideal, but it's going to have to work. Or we can just do that. That works as well. It's honestly a better solution. Even if it wasn't necessarily the correct play. Appreciate that dodge. Now we do have to get rid of this Bone Bulwark. Just decided to crush those two words together, but we do need to sort him out in relatively short order. Alright, we're not going to get a ton of damage done here, so I think we do a tracking shot to give our Highwayman a little bit of bonus damage next turn. Go ahead and do that, which actually does reduce his protect, which is lovely. Oh, that's rough. Okay, well, we have sorted this out. Those can go for that. You can use pistol shot from rank 2. You can actually use all of your skills from rank 2. All right, well, let's take that off and put that on, and then move you back 1. And we'll go ahead and let you use this, which will give you increased dodge and protect, which is lovely. Because I would like to put off camping as long as is possible. 2 curios in a row. It's a little surprising. Would have expected one of those to be a quest location, but that's all right. I don't think that's strictly worth it. Although we could use a shovel to break into it. We may be coming back to this room, so we'll decide what we're going to do about that when we get there. Curio, an obstacle. Bothers me very, very little. Little concerned with the lack of combat here. This is a damage buff. I think we kind of want it on our highwaymen so we can get increased damage against the back ranks, where we most desperately need it. The front 2 ranks might as well not even show up. With the bounty hunter and any mark at all, we're going to sort out anything in ranks 1 or 2 in, you know, with very, very little resistance, I suppose. Go ahead and clear that rubble, burn a torch. A lot of empty rooms, which I'm grateful for, but also slightly unnerved by. Pack contains loot. This is very welcome. That is a lot of loot as well. Excellent.
Otherworldly corruption.
Almost no way that we make up for what we've spent on this run. We would have to fight like a collector and a shambler and find the secret room, and I'm not going to do all 3 of those things with this party. Curio. Ooh, room quest location. Okay. We may actually be done here. May or may not be a battle, though. What do we have in this sack? Obviously, I'm hoping to use this instance of combat to stress heal our Houndmaster, but it seems unlikely that that is going to work. I think we have to attack there as much as I want to do stress. We have to kill the stress dealers before we start doing stress relief. I hate it. 7 damage, you're only taking 2 bleed damage. Well, you're no longer a problem. You've got to come up to the front. Or at least close. That way we can ideally let the bounty hunter sort you out. I'm not in love with the idea of stalling on a battle with a bulwark, but may not have much other choice. You dodged? Well, I find that a little surprising. Well, since you've taken your action this turn and the bounty hunter is almost certainly going to end you, it'd be little proactive with this stress healing. I'm not even sure if we can stall reliably with this party. I don't know if they all have skills that don't kill the enemies. But our Vestal should be able to out-heal these two, barring any truly heinous crits. Okay, well, you can mark for whatever that's worth. You actually have to attack somebody. Do you have any skills that you would not have been able... No, you do not. Note to self, highwaymen are not allowed in parties that need to stall extensively. Good to know. Just go ahead and kill that corpse, I guess. Buy us at least a turn. This is excellent for me, honestly. The more turns you choose to guard your ally are more turns that you're not actively attacking me, so I will gladly take it. Go ahead and mark you. Oh, that actually just... Huh. I don't know why I expected the mark to go through. I think I've actually done that exact thing before, and it's worked out that exact way. But I'm surprised every time. I guess we could move them. Just, like, literally physically move the highwayman and the bounty hunter back and forth. But it may not be necessary. We're actually getting some decent stress healing done here. And obviously the quest is about to be complete, so... Yeah, okay, that actually works out very much in my favor. Go ahead and do this again. Yeah. I love it. Kill you. 19 damage. Beautiful. Okay. Obviously we want that. We'll take that because we have the room for it. The Jade can come with us. Now that I'm actually looking at this, I don't think we're going to make our way back to this room because we only have 4 torches. I really should have brought more, but honestly, I brought more than enough to get the quest completed, so I don't feel too bad about it. We'll just go ahead and do that. We are going to have another decision to make here immediately, though.
Is only the first test.
Shovels are obviously not going to be of use to us. I will choose to camp. It's 50 gold versus... Alright, well, we'll get rid of the anti-venom. We'll continue adventuring briefly. We could go do that other battle, but I think I kind of just want to camp and head back. Quit while we're ahead, almost. Go ahead and feast.
Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Go ahead and do bandit sense to prevent nighttime ambush. What do we need stress relief-wise? 5, 11, and 8, huh? Nobody has a full party stress heal. Oh, no, you do. So there we go. Do that. And then we can do that. And now nobody has stress. And everybody is fully healed. And then we can just rest.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
And head back to the hamlet without any severe detriments to our roster, ideally.
Tokens of hope recovered from the encroaching
Yeah, I mean,
dark.
we actually did technically replace the gold that I spent on skills and equipment, but not on provisions. Only 1 quirk, 2 quirks. 1 negative quirk, and then Unholy Slayer replaced Hard Skinned, which is probably fine. head back to town here real quick.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled
Get some
charity.
free stress relief if we're so inclined. But before that, we'll unequip all trinkets as always. Sort them. You all did abscond from our away team, which is appreciated. Let's sort by stress. All right, well, McRae and Foliot obviously have to go. Bray should probably go. Ventress is actually down to 17, so that's probably fine. Oh, Mortimer has decided to disappear. He's gone on a personal vision quest to achieve enlightenment. Fair enough, I suppose. Doesn't look like anybody has diseases, which is a surprising but welcome revelation. All right, buddy. You have no issues preventing you from doing a specific stress activity. Obsessed with self-worship, and you'll only meditate. All right, well, we should let you meditate, and then we'll deal with your negative quirk next week. Scattering and bad gambler. I guess you can just meditate as well. Doesn't really matter one way or another. Alright, sort by level. Don't think there are any truly terrible negative quirks that I want to remove. Like, Torn Rotator could technically affect Incision, but let's be honest, how often do we use skills other than those exact 4? You have ranged skills, right? Yeah. We probably want to get rid of scattering on our only bounty hunter. We probably want to get rid of winded. We definitely want to get rid of slow draw. Probably not going to put any more money into bricks, if I'm being honest. All right. Let's go to the sanitarium then. You can get slow draw taken care of. I'm sort of tying my hands on what party I can send out next week, but that's unlikely to really matter. Go ahead and do that. Obviously, we won't be able to send the Abomination party out because our Man-at-Arms is otherwise occupied. Alright, a level 2 Vestal, a level 1 Jester. Really want to get level 3 heroes off of the Stagecoach. Could be good, but probably unlikely to matter. Okay. Please no. There we go. What do we have going on here? Certainly not interested in that. Not overly interested in that. If we had to, we could probably put together a boss party of some variety. But we'll see. Hang on. Do we really only have... yeah, no, we really do only have 2 Houndmasters. Huh. It's a little surprising to me, but fair enough, I suppose. Maybe we won't be doing a boss next week. Certainly don't need another one of those. Tough Ring wouldn't be the end of the world. Ancestor's Pistol would be very, very nice. I guess it doesn't come with a damage up, so maybe not necessarily as good as I expected it to be. Alright, well, I'll sort that out in due time. For now, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. As always, feedback is welcome in the comments below, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.